Whoa! Digital glitch.
That's fun.
That is that we have to do a disclaimer now. If
What?
anybody has any trigger warning, strobe
We
light.
should be doing that anyway.
Oh yeah, really? I don't know. What do we have that's triggering? Troy?
Random Troy dick fascinations.
The Troy what fascination?
Nothing.
You're in the shadows, bruh.
He's silhouetted. He's a man of mystery.
You look like evil boss
Yeah.
trying to hide your face.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
What are you
change
ashamed
something
of?
about what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's on purpose though, yeah, right?
Not the glitch part.
Really?
No, the the zero gravity. That's on purpose.
Yeah, I get that.
Let's see. Huh.
What's your camera? Plug it back in.
Better?
Upside down. It's still glitching. But that's cool to me. And now you're sideways. There you go. So I don't know if anybody's gonna show up to this screening, and I'm okay with that. I guess I have to be. I gotta be okay with it. But I'm just like whatever. So I'm gonna watch a cool movie.
If I can, I might come. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure I'm coming.
Well, I hope so. It'd be really embarrassing if I show up by myself.
Barring any weird shit, but
I don't know. It's hard, man. It's hard getting the word out, bro. It's hard getting the word out. We work really hard to put out a good show. It's difficult. There's a lot of shows out there. A lot of content. A lot of shows, a lot of content. I'm not getting discouraged. I'm just talking about it.
yeah, don't get discouraged, bro.
I'm not getting discouraged.
Bro,
it's just
Hey,
yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
This would not be the first screening we've been to where we're the only people there.
That's true. This is true.
Bro,
is true.
I was talking because my boy Jay Cruz and his buddy are doing a podcast, and I was talking to them, and I was like, dude, you just got to put it out there. You can't worry about shit. You got to put it out there, and it may take a while to catch on, but if you're putting out good content, you're gonna catch on. You know.
Yeah.
And
it can be a
that's another
uphill battle, though, you know, and it's cool to. I think it's good to acknowledge that and be like, you know what, it's not gonna happen overnight. It is gonna take a long time. And I didn't even know really what like what's the end game. I don't know. I really don't know. I just would like to get more people to, because like I think it is good content. I think it's a good show. I think we have a lot of fun things. I think that I've gotten a lot of feedback from the people who do watch the show. They love it. And then, you know, when we do get to interact with our listeners and they do give us a question, they call in. I mean, to me, that's where the magic is. That's the special sauce right there. If we can get more of that, because to me, that's what it's about. It's like, you know, I don't think we really knew what we were doing when we first started. And I think that it's just progressed over time. But I think that we have a great mix of different people we're all friends. We all love each other, but we're all so different, and we all have different perspectives. You know, two of you guys are dads, you know, I was single for a little bit, you know, so there's that we're all like older than, you know, 35, you know what I mean? So like, we definitely fit a demographic, but I think it's something for everybody though. I think a lot of different people can get something from the show. We don't necessarily cater to just one crowd.
And the biggest advice I've ever been given about this podcast is the best way to promote your podcast is to go on another podcast.
That's true.
And so I plan on going when J. Cruz gets his up and running. I plan on going on his podcast and promoting the shit out of this podcast.
Hell yeah, man!
Because we're definitely gonna get listeners from that.
Absolutely, and just talk about it. Every chance I get to talk about the show, I show for us, man. I show for us every chance I get, because I want people to hear it. I want you guys are awesome. I think what you guys say is fun, and I think Dean is the voice of reason. I think he's getting I'd say his fan base is starting to grow a lot, with some of these promo videos. We're getting best of for the moment. You're setting us straight a lot, which is good. We need to be set straight.
Hey, by the way, the last promo you cut on the 3 of a kind thing,
yeah,
you cut it off right before the best joke of the entire podcast.
Well, it had an F-bomb in it, and I was trying. This is something I used on the barbecue show, so I was like, right then is like when. Yeah, so, but it was like, you got enough of it. You got like right when we were all about to go crazy. And so that's why I like that.
I mean, that joke was hilarious because I worked on it all week. Setting it up, the tension in the group chat, making the rules ridiculous.
I love that.
And then throwing the joke out there.
That's that long con is what they call that.
It was a long con.
Oh wow!
And just to see the look on Jorge's face when I said it,
so good.
Boom! It was so good.
So classic.
What face?
It was the highlight of the show.
It was just bewilderment.
The week long setup to the joke
of what
on 3 of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
What was the joke?
Did I miss
my
the
first
joke?
pick was the USS Enterprise, and y'all lost your shit. Just the facial expression.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Go back and watch the YouTube video. As soon as I say it, Jorge throws his hands up and oh man,
he's over it. He's over it.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
right.
He walked off for a minute.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, I stormed the set. I walked the set.
Mm-hmm.
I walked right off set, and it was emotional. It was emotional day. But yes, this
threatened to quit.
Yeah. Well, this one's going to be the 3 pet peeves. What are your top 3 pet peeves? So
yeah,
be thinking about them.
Yeah, that's a tough one for me.
For me too, man.
Well,
yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of things that annoy me. I get that. It's just like I try not to complain, though. You know what I mean?
What number do I go today, Jorge, so I can listen to y'all?
He needs to mentally prepare.
Yeah, see, that's a strategy. He listens to what we got, and then.
I love the shirt, bro. Is that new? Do you know
this one?
Oh, American Outlaws.
This is like American Outlaws shirt from 6 years ago.
Really? It looks so crisp, so fresh.
I have good lighting, but it is really good. And my new camera.
Yeah. Looking.
Well, let me see the new camera. Let me see the camera. Cut to Dean, please.
I can't show you the new camera.
It's in gallery view.
Okay. Yeah, go to gallery view.
No. I mean, no. I see your face. It looks pretty sharp, I guess. It looks like a studio.
I'm in 1080p, y'all.
Yeah, man. Me too. Actually, got the same camera. What up?
I think I'm gonna switch to one of those like Canon cameras.
Well, this was only $25. This was I do actually. I do. I have one of those, those green desk lamps, those classic green desk lamps.
I don't know why you look paler than me.
Which see now, boop, green. Right on. Cobains.
Awesome.
Cobains.
So what number am I in 3 of a kind?
What number am I in 3 of a kind so I can plan, dominate this fake game that we made up?
Aren't all games made up?
Yes,
fake?
Everything is made up. Thank you, Troy. I've been saying that for decades. Money is not real. Nothing's real.
Chris.
It's all a rat race.
Chris, Dean, Jorge, Troy.
Simulation.
Fuck yeah, I go 4th.
What's up? What's new in future? What else? Okay, that was the theme of I think beginning of the year. I was getting hit with a lot of futurism, right?
Yeah.
Now things have kind of settled a little bit. I feel like we're caught up, right?
Do me a favor. Go into your Google settings and clear your cookies.
Clear my cookies.
And then you won't be hit with a bunch of nonsense.
Oh, really? You think so? You think it's all because? Okay.
Clear your cookies, man.
That's true. If you go searching for, it's just they're always listening. There's eavesdropping. If you're talking about certain products, they pop up in your phone. But I think I don't mind
watch the John Oliver
show? Does that bother you, or do you like? Because I'm like, that just makes life easier, right?
Sometimes
if I'm talking about something and it's like in your hand, you're like, hey, buy it here. I'm like, fuck, cool.
I like it from an advertising perspective because all I have to do is Google cool shoes, and then I get all my ads are just cool shoes.
That's literally how I used to Google everything, like cool date ideas, cool movies,
right?
Cool,
But I mean, they also take your location history, all that stuff. It's real weird. Anyway, I was asking, did anybody watch the last episode of John Oliver?
No, sir.
Is it the last episode ever or something?
No, it's just the one that came on.
The most recent.
Most recent. It's all about that, and about how, you can
like websites and.
You could be targeted, and that how.
Or you go to a store and then you say, "Hey, I want to use your internet." They're like, "Click here, and you can use our internet." And that's what you're doing, basically, is giving.
Oh, if you just go to anywhere. I mean, I cleared my cookies. I clear my cookies probably once a week, and it's always at least 200 websites.
Wow,
that I've been tracking.
It's like that commercial.
If you go to Huffington Post, boom, you're screwed.
Is that what clear history is on Safari?
No, I mean, it's part of it. History is part of it, but you have to clear the cookies and the history and.
Well, how do you? Okay, I guess I need to clear my cookies.
But they talked about how even like politicians use that data, so they don't really want to legislate anything about it because they know every voter's.
Yeah, no, I've registered. When I got registered to vote, I'm getting text messages from all kinds of candidates, and it's wow.
And so, but it's not just about solicitation; they just know, like where you go.
Yeah, I decided to move in the middle of an election, which is kind of a pain in the ass. So now I got to re-register.
It's freaking easy to register to vote.
I hate going to the post office, man. That's like the worst.
They'll send you a.
You can do it on. You can do it when you change your license.
Yeah, I have to print it. Yeah, I have to print it up, and then I have to go like sign.
When you change your license, you can register.
What? Yeah,
I did.
Well, and then you register.
Yeah, no, I had to. Well, I did change of address, and so now I have to reprint it, get it resent off, because like I'm registered in Dallas district now. I'm in little.
Oh, now you're in a Republican.
Yeah.
Red County.
Yeah.
Guess how much difference it makes. 0.
In my life, or I'm gonna run. Like I'm half joking. I'll be mayor of Little Elm in 20 years.
I like the mayor of Little Elm.
Is it a nice person?
The current guy.
Yeah. Hopefully, no offense to him. I just think it's crazy that you can only choose one of everything, right? Only one cable company, only one electric company.
That's just because they built the infrastructure. They paid a lot of money to be able to be the only people.
That's right. I know they did. I know. I'm a free market person.
But they're moving in fiber up here. So we'll have fast.
I was hoping because I really wanted it. I like the internet I ended up with though. Actually, it's pretty good shit.
It's not bad.
No. Uploading
better than what
fast.
You had,
my uploading
honestly.
is like, it is, and I can upload shit faster. Like when I upload shows to YouTube and stuff like that, it gets done way faster than it used to. It used to take days.
Yep. Well, that's cool, man. So you're liking the new place and everything. It looks dope.
Yeah. Very
studio looks
settled
nice.
in. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's fun. I'm super settled in. Now it's just like catching up in my like getting back on my schedule, because like that's so important to me, is having a strict schedule,
a routine,
planning stuff. And now everything's in different places and days are different, and I live with somebody else now, so like my schedule has to be like coincide with somebody else's, and like all of that stuff is kind of throwing me for a loop. But I've been able to just kind of make it all work and figure out times to do stuff. Like, life happens, like work happens, and then like yesterday my brother got engaged, so I went to.
Congratulations to your brother.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I have to, no matter what time I get home that night, I have to edit the barbecue show. So I had to get that done because it was supposed to be out today. So I had to like come home and do that after a long day, after a long weekend, but it's worth it. And I know that's the thing, like, as long as I can find the time to fit it all in. I don't mind, having to do it in weird times and doing those types of things in order to be able to get it all in. It does catch up with you though, and I feel like a little bit of that, like I'm kind of running out of some gas, and I feel like there's more that wants to get on the plate. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I don't have any room, so like that's hard too.
Yeah.
Like for instance, one of our old friends, Mike, just had a baby, and I've talked to him every now and then, but we just haven't been able to like figure out a time to make that happen. Where I go over there, he comes out, and then I really want to do that because like it has been a long time, and that was one of those relationships where we were really, really close. Work, life happens, we kind of have drifted apart, and we're trying to figure that out again. But that's hard, especially when the way that my life is set up right now. Like it's just, there's so much on my plate, but you got to find the time to do that stuff because you don't want to lose those connections just because you can't figure out your schedule. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't mind doing things at weird hours or doing things like maybe not like, maybe I can't spend all day with you, but maybe like an hour or maybe something like that. You got to do those types of things to get it all in.
I really feel bad for you.
You know how hard it is, but you guys have to make
so hard.
You make a choice.
You and your girl.
Elvis,
hey, but still,
your girl.
Yeah, and you don't, and you don't have
the show, like work, all the
four
events
other
that I've been trying to
lives that
do.
depend on you, that wake you up at the butt crack of fucking dawn because
see, this is what I'm saying. Variety. We all have
hungry.
different problems. We all have different things. Like I'm sure, like that's what I'm saying. I'm sure there's things that you guys would love to do that you don't get to do because of your schedule so packed.
Paying $1,000 for a damn dance outfit that she wore 4 times, like. Yeah, bro. I tell you.
That's why you gotta make her a leotard of many colors, right? Like,
yeah, you need to have one that's interchangeable. Just keep
Speaking
the
of
same leotard.
Plates, go ahead.
Oh no, that was just a suggestion.
Yeah. Speaking of plates, what's Troy eating? Today's edition,
dark edition,
the silhouette edition, the Mr. Claw edition.
Mr. Claw. What are you eating?
I'm eating Frito chili cheese pie.
Ooh, classic.
Oh my god,
classic. That's like for me though. Like my mom is from Chicago originally, so I grew up on all the casseroles dishes. Like those are like pastime stuff for me. But I've always akin those to like cold weather things. But I feel like Texas and chili is like anytime, right?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Anytime.
You can eat chili.
I don't like to eat chili in the summer unless it's on a hot dog.
Yeah, like if it's super hot outside, chili does not sound good. But like on an 80 degrees day with a light breeze, chili Frito pie sounds bomb, bro.
Ooh, mom diggity. Hell yeah.
I am eating this Octavia like diet crap.
How's that going?
Well, I've dropped like 10 pounds.
Nice. Me too. Yeah. So is Troy.
Yeah. So I've dropped 10 pounds.
I have not dropped 10 pounds.
He just lean as ever, though.
But it's hard. It's very, very
maintaining.
Hard.
Plateaued. That's good.
I'm plateaued at not gaining weight anymore.
Yeah.
Not losing weight. So.
I love that.
How much do you weigh? Like 160?
No, he's 195.
You're below 2. That's great.
Yeah. But I've been 195 for like the last year, I think.
Dude, that's consistency is key, man. That's the thing. I'm always like,
I'm out of shape.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I think I could probably not be plateaued if I was
out
of shape. You signing some contracts, Jorge?
Sign his life away.
Doing some business. Doing some business.
I
have a CPA.
Hey, heck yeah.
I have a CPA, and he does my taxes. So I have
his tax day is coming up.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I had a word from my producer. What did you say, Pop?
I'm a retired CPA.
He's a retired CPA.
That's right.
Okay. That's the best kind of CPA to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's very, very nice. So.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, I think we were all working on it. We had goals. Do you remember what y'all's goals were for the weight loss for the year?
Mine was 10 pounds.
Yeah, I think I was gonna do 25. I've done.
Let me see if I got it here.
Mine was crazy. Mine was like 40 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know. Right now I'm at 283. I think 70. I think 275 is probably a good place to chill for a while. You know, even though I really, I don't know, because there's that weird goal. Not that I don't feel like I need to, but like if I did 250, then that's like 100 pounds. Like that's a cool thing to say. I lost 100 pounds. I don't know if I need to do that. I think 275, and then we'll see. I gotta get back on my active shit. I got a gazelle, one of those gazelles, because a friend gave it to me when I moved in, so I'm gonna use that. I'm really excited about that.
Oh, really? Oh, dude. Speaking of like hacking your fitness
elliptical machine,
it's the precursor to the elliptical.
Okay, does it have resistance on it?
It does. I'm gonna tighten that whole up.
It needs to be at level 10.
Yeah. Well, I bought this Peloton, and I'm glad I didn't buy the $2,000 version because all I really wanted was the swivel, and I don't mind adjusting the knob to my liking and stuff. I mean, it's almost better to do that than the computer. But anyway, I bought like a $20 part on Amazon, so now I can have that TV swivel. So now it's going to be awesome.
Nice.
That $20 part is the difference between $1,500 and $2,000.
That's crazy.
But
that's what I love about 3D printers and stuff like that is that people have the business to do stuff like that, improve other stuff. That's great. So how about the seat? Did you get a new seat, or is that a problem for you? For me, that fucks my ass up.
Well, I put a cushion on it.
Nice.
Yeah, so the cushion's really nice because you don't have to put the chonas on with the padding,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Because those are hard to put on and take off. Like I'd rather just be in my
pants.
What, your chonies?
No, they have like cyclists have we remember bicycle shorts. They were all the rage in the late 80s.
Yeah.
These have padding in the butt.
Yeah, it's almost like a maxi pad.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, hey, hold on a second. Stick a pen in it. All right, so I was at my nephew's game, and he's like 6 years old, and he plays with guys and girls. One of the rules is that the catcher must wear a cup at all times, regardless if you're a guy or you're a girl. So that's how woke the system is. Okay, go ahead.
Gotta protect whatever the family jewels may be. You got to protect them.
Who's pitching the ball?
It's a coach pitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say there's a famous picture of my family that you guys will never see. It's me in the bike shorts. They're black,
yes, with
green and purple neon by the pocket.
Yeah.
And I got a tank top, wife beater top shirt on, some glasses, and the most beautiful mullet that you've ever seen in your life. Just beautiful golden locks.
That's beautiful. It is beautiful. I saw the football one where you have the beautiful.
Yeah, it's about the same mullet. Time.
Nice. That's awesome. Would you ever rock bicycle shorts now? Like, can we bring those back?
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's what women wear, right? That's just tights, right? Or what?
Those shorts are already back, bro.
Leggings.
Yeah,
they are leggings.
Well,
are they?
I wear boxer brief chones, and they have pockets in them.
And then they have. Do you know what?
They go to my shorts.
They wear full leggings underneath their basketball shorts.
That's true.
What the fuck are chonies? Are they nuts or what?
No, it's like underwear.
Underwear. That's what you call underwear. Chones.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? I was so lost.
Dang. I'm sorry, Joe. I thought you were messing with me.
No. That's Texas, bro. Like, you should know chones. That's
chones. Yeah. Your chones. Your chones. Your underwear.
It sounds like you're talking about your nuts.
That's something. Well, I love words like that in Spanish. Like, my sister and I, we don't know a lot of Spanish. I'd come across a word and I thought it sounded one way or another, and so she didn't know any better either, and so I would call her things that sounded bad that weren't bad. So I'd be like, I'd call her a cacahuate all the time, which is just a peanut, but I'd be like, oh, whatever, you're a cacahuate, and she'd get so mad. Another one is the word for possum.
Nalgas. What about nalgas?
Nalgas. That's a good word. Fun. Pompies. They call it pompies in my fam. Nalgas or pumpies.
Yeah. I like nalgas better. Nalgas for the non-Spanish speaking world is butt cheeks.
Butt cheeks.
Butt cheeks. Nalgas.
Butt cheeks. The underbutt is the new cleavage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys and girls. Guys and girls.
Yeah, and days.
Short shorts
guys,
are back,
girls,
right? Short shorts have been back for a while. Guys and girls, like athletic.
Guys, girls, and days.
You have the chubbies, right? Now. You have the chubbies. Is that what you wear? You said.
Yeah. I've got some short shorts.
Oh, I love my chubbies.
3-inch shorts.
3-inch with a pouch.
That's what she said.
Comes with the pouch. Nice. Comes with the pouch. That's great. You don't want to have that Billy Madison issue.
Chubbies. See, that's another thing. Chubbies.
Yeah, I've got chubbies.
Those are underwears too.
They're like built into the shorts. They're great for like working out or swimming.
I love chubbies, but they're expensive. I have 2 pairs of chubbies. They're $60 each.
That's crazy.
That's too much.
But they're freaking dope. They're awesome.
Yeah. That's why Amazon's great. You can find us like a cheaper version, right?
No.
No, you believe you should pay for the quality because you're okay, that's good because I think
listen,
that's a
man,
good debate because I think some people would rather go the cheaper route, but you're saying that you think it's gonna like go bad faster or the quality. Why do you prefer?
I'll never care. Well, listen, I'm a short guy, so these shorts make my torso look taller.
Yeah.
So whenever I put on these board shorts, it looks like I'm wearing capris, and it's embarrassing. So I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna embrace these short shorts forever. And I don't care. Like, I'm just going to rock these short shorts for the rest of my life.
That's good. And it came back anyway.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I hope it goes away so that I can be the only one wearing these bad boys.
Romper. Would we ever wear rompers?
God, no.
You seem like you'd be comfortable wearing a romper.
No. I'm afraid that I would have to take a crap.
Yeah.
Really?
Jorge won't wear rompers because of the bathroom situation.
That's true.
And I
you used to wear speed suits, which is basically a romper with legs.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I have found, and for my 40th birthday, I found an entire matching silk Hawaiian shirt material, and the shorts are the same material, and a bucket hat.
Yes.
I highly recommend you get them. They just came in the mail today. I tried them on.
You're already working on the mustache, I see.
I just shaved or trimmed. But yeah, mustache.
Guys, I think we should do the mustaches. We should all be like, it should be a Magnum PI contest.
I wish. I wish I could do that.
Do it, dude. Just try. Just don't shave until then.
I think I need to
happens. Just the mustache.
You want me to do a mustache?
Hey, do you think that thing? Do you think that thing works with the little pokey thingy? Is that little roller?
Oh yeah, totally.
I used it for a couple months.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would say yes. I think this is the most facial hair you've ever had in your life, sir.
But this is just me not shaving.
Yeah.
It's still like, look, it's still like the patch there.
Would you ever do the
this
pen?
Is where I used it the most.
Would you ever fill in with a pen? That's a thing now. Like that's something that guys are doing.
What, for real?
Yeah, it's like an eyebrow pen.
Your TikTok algorithm is messed up.
Who, mine or yours?
No, yours.
Why? That's a thing.
No,
it is a thing. It's like to get like if you're self-conscious about like
then don't have a beard. Do what Jorge does. Just shave and have a clean shaven face.
I shave every day.
I'm fine with it, but like some people want to color this in and like have a real defined line.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I know people that dye their beards and shit.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah. Guess what they don't make? Ginger hair dye for beards.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's because it never changes color. It goes from red to white, right?
What? That's I mean, the places I have patches, there's hair, but you can't see it. Same with my eyebrows, you can't see that.
Dude, that would be a great Shark Tank idea.
What's that? Red hair dye?
Red hair dye. Yeah, ginger hair dye.
I'm sure there is like an Auburn or something like that.
No,
I'm only part ginger.
Dean
I'm only part ginger. Everything.
I've never Google searched it. Let's see. Ginger. Wouldn't be ginger.
You got to have your own.
I bet you. No, I bet you they would.
But like, you have your own hair. Like, they have ginger hair products, like they do for like blondes, and they have like blondes have their own hair products, that are geared to their hair.
That's for people. That's for women. Hair blonde. That's what that means.
But that's also for women too. It's not for men.
It's for both. You have like tinting, mousse and tinting,
right.
Things like that. But it's still for people who are like going gray or
right.
Here it is. There is orange, red, and a beer dye. Beer dye for men, natural red.
That's like dye beard on Peacemaker.
Yeah. Let's try it out.
Yeah. What about so that's too much. What about eyebrows? Are we doing anything with the eyebrows? When you get your haircut, do you let them trim it? Do you want those touched at all?
Yeah, I just got.
It's all the same length. My eyebrows and my beard hair is all the same length. You know why? How I know?
Because you trim it the same.
I have a guard that's specifically labeled eyebrow, and it gets this, this, and then I do the whole face. So
that is to me.
This is to tell you how. Look right here. This is how white my eyebrows are.
Mm-hmm.
This hair and this hair are the same length.
That's a lot of trust in like I guess, what do you call those things? The guards. Sometimes I feel like those things they fuck up a little bit. On the brows, it's so scary.
Cutting hair like that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have the confidence to use it on my eyebrows. That's so scary to me.
Well,
I'm not comfortable with that.
Whatever you say, Pete Sampras.
But what about you, Troy? I know you get your shit trimmed up when you go to the barber, right?
Yeah, I got this little Asian lady now. She's badass. And
does she ever fuck your shit up? Like, have you ever had your eyebrows fucked up, and does it scare you?
No, and every time she shaved my head, she asked me, "You want me to shave your brows?" I said, "Yes, please."
Yeah,
please,
get it in there. I remember Carrie Asa had his eyebrow accidentally shaved off once, and he had to take the other one off.
Asa,
just to match it.
Oh God!
What happened to Asa? I love that dude.
He's doing great. He's a realtor. Lives in town. Yeah, he's doing awesome. Has 2 kids.
We should have him on.
Yeah, man. I remember Carrie. So he's a funny guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that.
So
that's
funny.
Terrible.
I had my sister help me pluck him once. Just not like, it wasn't like super a lot, but like I do have some shit going on like underneath that could get cleaned up, or just to like kind of shape him up a little bit. But I would never go like too much, because like, that looks weird. I don't care who you are. Like, it looks weird if you go too hard.
Oh yeah, dude. That's why I pluck mine. I pluck mine. I don't shave them.
Oh, you do?
I do my own.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it hurts, but
yeah,
a little pain,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
What I don't understand is the people that shave their eyebrows and then get the tattoo.
Oh, because you want, a more defined look. Sometimes people aren't blessed with like great eyebrows. Sometimes they got their eyebrows in the 90s. They did too much, and like now they want thick eyebrows. Like it's what's in fashion. They don't have them, so that's why they have to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like they do that for guys who are bald. Sometimes it's a procedure you can do. Like you can get like permanent stubble if you want on your head.
Like the tattoo, like the getting your blades.
Yeah, microblading. Yeah, you microblading on your head, or sometimes to fill in a beard too, as well. Which whatevs.
Getting some gray in that beard of yours.
My uncle, dude, so much. My uncle had a fake mustache once when we were kids. I remember him getting ready for a date, and he had this fake mustache he put on. Oh, so good. All in the name of love, right?
My grandfather had a toupee.
Toupee? That's cool. Yeah, there's I guess that's the battle, right? Like my hairline is definitely receding. It's going. My 5 head is now a 6 or 7 head. It's there, but some angles.
I'm like a 9 or a 10.
Some angles, man. Whew. I'm like, God dang it! I swear I'm not bald. I just look bald in that picture. You have to make a choice. You made a choice, right? You're like, I'm gonna have to start shaving it. That's a choice people make.
Cause like when I get hair, like cause I have hair on 83% of my head.
65.
You think 65? Okay.
65.
Regardless, when that hair gets long and shit, it looks weird, bro.
Oh, because it's like thin or what?
No, it's just all my bald spots, and then I've got this crazy hair in the back. Like the front is bald, but the back is like poof.
Yeah, you could do like a wicked comb over if you wanted to.
I tried to, and you said it was weird.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't. Yeah, it was good advice from me to say don't do that. But you know, that reminded me because like that ring is always associated with like clowns and stuff. Not always, I guess. That was, I don't know. Sometimes you could, but David Arquette just bought the rights to be Bozo.
What?
So he is now officially Bozo. He's walking around, he's doing events and stuff and appearances as Bozo, which I find super fascinating. He did the
grand prize game.
Oh, bring it back, please.
There, I used to love that.
Number one.
Cookie.
Yes. How did we all? I guess we all had cable. Well, look at us.
I watched the high life. It was like every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It's every Sunday or every Saturday. It was once a week. Bozo the Clown's amazing show, and he changed. Yeah, there was one Bozo.
Oh, he did at one point. I like the classic Bozo. It's probably my favorite. But I like the side characters. Like what was that?
Cookie's my favorite.
Cookie, yeah, fucking Cookie. Oh, so great. And then the weird guy that would go doody 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 doo.
I don't remember.
You don't remember him? He was like a wizard or some shit. But what do we have on the docket for today, boys? What are we talking? We said 3 of a Kind is going to be on our pet peeves. We are going to be setting up our live watch party of movie of the week, which is Willy Wonka, with one of my favorite actors of all time, Gene Wilder. He's such a badass. That's going to be dope. We're going to be able to sit in a theater together, watch. We're also adding a little caveat to that. Want to do like a canned food drive. If you don't have any canned foods, no worries. Still come through. We want to have you there. It is free admission. But we are asking for donation of canned goods. If you would like to donate to that will be going to the Irving Food Pantry. So thank you for anybody who does do that. That'll be really exciting to get together, watch that movie. It is a classic flick. Great pick, Dean. We also have...
This means that we don't have a movie of the week for this episode.
But you're going to let us know what the movie of the week is for next episode. Yes. And we have a lot of TV. There's a lot of TV sucks to talk about. There's some.
Wait, we're talking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory tonight, right?
We are not going to talk about it. We're going to watch it together on Wednesday when this episode comes out. So we'll set it up. We'll talk. We can do a little kind of high, like I guess, pre-hype it up, fun facts, stuff like that, and then we'll do that live, man. We're going to do it in a room full of people. We're going to watch it, and then maybe talk about it then. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I don't know yet. That's how shit goes sometimes, you just gotta figure it out as you go along. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit this episode. I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and get the show started. Let's get in.
To all the haters and naysayers out there who said we'd never make it to episode 87, well, we did it, baby. Woo! The episode starts now.
Welcome to Good Vibes with Chris, Dean, Troy, and Jorge.
Fuck the naysayers, they don't mean a thing.
That's right. On this week's episode, we have...
Quote of the day.
Quote of the day. Wow, I went back in time.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
If I could turn back time.
I was watching a show on the Hulu.
The Hulu.
It's called Abbot Elementary. It's my wife's favorite show because it's about
Is it funny? Teachers. We've been thinking about.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks funny.
It is funny. This is the quote. It came from the janitor on on the show.
Knowledge, always knowledge.
Always.
And his quote is, "A dream can be a distraction just as easily as it can be a goal."
Wow, that's good.
Fuck, that's so true.
I tried to see if there was an actual quote by somebody.
Why are you reading me, bro?
Other than, huh?
Why are you reading me, bro?
Why would I not bring a quote that doesn't apply to us?
So true.
You guys got mad when I was doing the dictator quotes.
Yes.
Speaking of reading, when is that girl going to come read our whatchamadu?
She will be available. Actually, just touch base with her. She'll be coming. Devaney will be coming, hanging out with us, talking about horoscopes. The Monday, probably a week after this weekend is Easter. After this Easter Monday, then we'll probably do it like the week after that.
Oh, so, with her?
Yes.
So like 2 weeks.
Something like 2 weeks. Yeah, something like 2 weeks. Yes, sir. I know that's a very interesting to you.
Yes,
yeah, that is true, man. Just coming back to bringing it back to the quote, I definitely feel that for sure. You want to, like you can't lose like why you're doing it. Like this is for fun, right? Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to be to make it be big and do those types of things, but it is for fun, and that's the goal. It is to hang out with you guys and get to talk, because just like I was saying earlier, it's hard to do those things. It's hard to be able to catch up with all your friends, and it's hard to get that time in because we all have so much on our plate. We have a lot of priorities, so that's what I get out of it. Good quote. Who said it?
Janitor on Abbot Elementary.
The janitor on Abbot Elementary. I love that.
I tried to find out if it's an actual quote because it's just sounded so good, and I could not find anything other than Nelson Mandela talks a lot about. He had something similar. Some similar takes on dreams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a dream without actively pursuing a dream, it's just a dream.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's very famous.
Well, everybody
quote.
knows that.
It's a famous quote. Yeah, totally. I saw a funny movie that had a janitor sequence in it too. It's like for life. It was the I don't know if you remember this. It was a movie that had Matthew Perry in it, and his younger part was played by
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. Yes.
Yeah, that movie was great.
It was pretty good. It was very.
I watched that the other day. It's got Officer Dangle in it.
Officer Dangle is in it. He plays his best friend, and
goofing.
Absolutely. And there's a janitor that is the angel.
The protagonist. Yeah, I watched. That's crazy you say that. I watched that the other day.
Yep, it is.
Watched that the other day.
Yeah, man. I think that. In his wildest dreams, like he wishes that Zac Efron is the younger version of Matthew Perry. You know what I mean? Like that's
still a movie.
That was his first like big one, right? Zac Efron, like getting away from High School Musical kind of situation.
Not a Zac Efron historian.
I believe it was, and I believe this is one of Leslie Mann's. She doesn't have a lot of movies where she's the lead actress feature. This is one of her big vehicles, and it's a good fun cast, fun movie. I love catching shit. Like that's one thing that if you have stuff like Sling TV, if you watch stuff on there, it's live television, just like on Hulu Live or YouTube Live. Because I've been streaming for like almost 10 years now. And so I don't watch a lot of live TV. A lot of stuff is streamed. But when I do get a chance to watch it, like I forget that stuff still exists and that stuff's real. Like, like late night, 1-800 commercials and stuff still around. Like that stuff still exists. That shit blows my mind. When I saw that commercial, I was like, I thought it was like an old commercial. Like, this is real. Like this is really going on still. How is that possible with the internet and everything? Like,
hey, sometimes people just want a real
1-800 numbers.
Yeah, they want a real person to talk to.
Back in the day, like
wild.
So I got in probably the biggest trouble of my life because I called one and talked to the girl for like 5 minutes.
Ooh.
So I thought it was $795.
5 minutes, bro. You lie.
Whoa.
How long was it?
I think it was a while, but I thought
right?
Yeah.
You're like,
and
because it tells you it's like a recording or something. I'm sure is like, your free whatever is ended. Now you're being charged or something. It's got to be something like that, right? I don't know.
I remember? To me,
Well, we used to
tells you, it tells you it's $4.99 a minute.
Yeah, we used to be bored and like prank call the back pages people. It's so terrible. I feel bad about it now. But yeah, we used to do that and like try to like, I don't know, just be like, I don't know. But I remember one time in particular, Ray tried to call. Man? And he couldn't even get anything out. He was just giggling the whole time. We're trying to get him to say words, and he just kept on giggling. Back pages are stuff like in the Observer or whatever.
The masseuse that happy ending.
Yes, it's called Girl Situations. You can't do it. It's illegal to do it now to have those types of ads and stuff like that. But back in the day, it was legal still, and we would. When we were bored, we'd just try to call the numbers and see what's it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you ever call pizza? Did you ever call a pizza shop and ask them how thick their crust was?
No, is that?
So you're the pizza shop. Ring, ring. Hello.
How thick is your crust?
And then you're supposed to say, and he's like, it's about an inch and a half. It's about an inch and a half. Well, you better change your underwear.
Okay, nice. That's like it's like is your refrigerator running?
Yeah,
stuff like that. Exactly. You guys got a classic. We used to call the 8675309 number all the time.
Yeah,
that was
8675309.
Hey, did you ever? Oh gosh, hold on. I just lost my train of thought.
Crank calls, calls.
Oh, did you ever ask if D was there?
If D was there, like what did they set up a name situation? No.
Yeah, you never heard. You never
on Simpsons. Yeah, I never did anything like that.
No, you
D's
never heard.
Nuts.
Yeah, you never did a D's nuts.
Nah, I never did D's nuts.
Oh man, my brother did that to me. Man, it sucked. He used to D's nuts me. He's like, "Is D?" He'd be like, "Is D there? D who? D's nuts." And
so back in the day, prank calling was huge in the comedy world, and I was huge in enjoying it. Some of my favorites are the Jerky Boys, Roy D. Mercer. Roy D. Mercer is probably my favorite. Go look these guys up. Willie B. Henderson, he's hilarious. Roy,
Frank Anchors.
Frank Anchors, yeah, it's
good. Oh yeah, Frank Anchors. Moonshine,
yeah.
I love Moonshine.
Yeah, can you imagine Moonshine on a crank call?
Yeah, it's hilarious. But it's like Roy D. Mercer. Roy D. Mercer, same way. He's got a Moonshine. Go listen to Roy D. Mercer. It's fucking hilarious. How big a boy are you? We'll come down there and whoop your ass. It's hilarious. And these motherfuckers get so hot, and then he'll end it with, hey, this is Roy D. Mercer down here at the radio station.
Oh, okay.
Playing a trick on you.
Yeah. That's awesome. I like like that's where all that stuff really comes from is the radio, right? A lot of those bits.
Oh hell yeah, they have them everywhere.
That's do them on
the radio. If you guys listen to the radio,
that's what I was gonna say. It reminds me of the TV, just like radio still going on too. I don't fucking listen to the radio, and that sometimes it trips me out too.
Sometimes when I get in the car, the radio will be on before my phone syncs, and I'll hear some crazy nonsense where they're doing a prank call or something.
Yeah, they'd always like some of my favorites are like the revenge, like they get revenge on someone who cheated on somebody else, so they fuck with them. Those types of things.
I love the radio.
Hat hair.
I still listen to the radio like a motherfucker. 105
yeah, you
through
do.
The fan.
That your favorite?
105 through the fan, yeah.
Hell yes. A lot of news, a lot of sporting news this week. There was a fight this weekend. Jorge, what is fill us in on the
so Ryan Garcia fought Tago, and it went the distance, 12 rounds. Let me pull it up. So I was trying to look on Box Rec, but the stupid Facebook dominated Manuel Tago in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome. Fight went 12 rounds. He did knock him down once. He looks good. I think he can. Can he fight against Tank Davis? I don't know. He looked a little stiff to me. Yeah, I mean, definitely he could take Devin Haney. But yeah, I want to see him go after. I mean, it's time now. The guy's been away for such a long time. He looked all right. He did get punched a little bit, but he's got a strong chin. I'd like to see him fight Tank Davis. That'd be a mega fight. Tank Davis recently just dropped Floyd Mayweather as his promoter. So now he's kind of a free agent. Oscar De La Hoya talked about getting him, but I doubt that'll happen. He'll probably do something on his own because he thinks he's getting that big. But hey, man, we'll see where it goes. We'll see if he can emulate what Floyd Mayweather was. We shall see. But yeah, that's about it.
We'll keep our eye on that. I do want to bring up some sad news. I'm sure everybody already knows that Dwayne Haskins passed away Saturday morning. Tragedy in Florida. Was walking across a Florida highway and got hit. Regardless of how you feel about the player, Dwayne Haskins, because somebody contacted me and said, "Man, your old quarterback, how do you feel?" And I said this, it doesn't matter how I feel about how he was or how he played. What matters is that I'm saddened that a life is lost and a tragedy had to happen, right? And questions come, why didn't he call the police and have them come help him off the highway? And, because you're talking about a 24-year-old kid. So our thoughts and prayers to his family. It's real rough,
And let's have some fucking decency as analysts out there, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, a life is lost.
Yeah, like give it a day before you start really attacking his
Yeah,
you got to separate when someone dies. You got to separate the man from the athlete. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. No matter how you feel about what he did on the field, he's still a human being.
Yeah, and we lost a guy close to the Cowboys as well. Former running backs coach died today. Coach Brown, and he was such a good guy.
Former running back.
Mm-hmm. Really, really great guy. One of my favorite parts of anytime we were on the Hard Knocks, he was really just a great person, fun. Loved his energy.
Running backs coach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it that one dude?
Yeah, like right before, because he knew.
Was he with Zeke?
He was sitting on the bench with Zeke, and he was like, "Guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be back, but I just want to let y'all know, love you guys."
Yeah.
It was really nice.
It's Gary Brown, Coach Gary Brown.
How did he pass?
He's been fighting cancer. He's succumbed to it.
Rough.
He's 52 years old, I believe.
Yeah, 52.
Rough.
Yeah, very rough. I mean, like I said, like really, really good dude. But this is what happens. This is why it's so important to tell the people that you love them. You just never know when it's your time, man. And make it count, man. Make the life count. Do the things that you love to do. Spend the time with the people that you love to spend the time with, and make the time. That's the thing. That's, I guess, my whole message for the day is like, figure it out. You can, schedule it. You can figure it out. Make time for the people that are important to you. For sure. What about you guys talked boxing? Did we get into the UFC fight?
No.
I saw it. It was all right, man. I saw it.
You saw the main event, or did you see?
I saw the main event.
And who'd you think won the fight?
I mean, yeah, the whatchamacallit.
Aljamain Sterling, or did you think?
Yeah, the guy that
was that the main event? I thought the main event was Aljamain Sterling.
That wasn't the main event. That was the co-main. Yeah, Peter Yan and yeah, and then the Korean Zombie went against.
Korean Zombie.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. First pay-per-view I haven't watched in a long time, but I had no interest. I don't have
really
a dog in the fight. Yeah, I know dog in the fight.
I love the Korean Zombie a lot, and I can't remember the name of the guy from South Africa. What's his name? He's the champ for a while. Anyway, he's really good. He's the one that really started bringing calf kick to the UFC and like totally changed.
Dude, yeah,
yeah,
brutal.
real brutal stuff. But that was.
Can we talk
cool.
about what's actually like the big thing in sports this week?
Please, yes, go ahead.
Tiger Woods.
No, sir.
No.
Talking about
good for
playoffs.
him, though. Way to come back, Tiger.
Playoffs.
Yeah, the playing tournament starts tomorrow for the NBA.
Bye-bye,
oh,
Lakers.
yeah.
Bye-bye.
What seed did we end up getting? 3?
Fourth, I believe. You're
4th?
We got home field. We got home court advantage for the first round of the playoffs, which is nice.
So, yeah, we've got in the East.
Set it up for us. Yeah,
Heat,
let us know.
Celtics, Bucks, Sixers, Raptors, and the Bulls.
Who's the playing game in the East?
Nets, Cavaliers,
Love
Hawks,
that.
and Hornets.
Ooh, that's so good.
Now, the thing with this is some of these teams that are in the bottom right now are actually pretty hot. That being the Nets have won their last 4. The Hornets have won their last 3. Those are the 2 best winning streaks in the Eastern Conference right now.
Wow.
So like the Heat lost. The
Something's
Celtics
got to give.
have won 1. The Bucks went out on a loss. The 76ers have won 2. But in the Western Conference, we've got the Suns, the Grizzlies, the Warriors, then the Mavs, then the Jazz, and the Nuggets. The plan for the West is not as interesting completely because at 9 and 10 is Pelicans and Spurs. And then the Clippers and the Timberwolves. Now, the Clippers is interesting because Kawhi Leonard, who has not played a game all season due to injury, could be available for the playoffs. They made it into playing without either one of their 2 stars. So they did good. I hate the Clippers, but they would be a totally different team if Kawhi Leonard comes back. So Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we've got the Cavaliers and the Nets playing game 1. LA Clippers and the Timberwolves for the Western Conference. And then Wednesday, the Hornets play the Hawks, which is probably going to be a fun game to watch.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the Spurs versus the Pelicans, which
Trae Young versus
is
Ball.
the most boring game I could think of right now, currently. The other Ball guy is injured real bad, so that's bad news for the Bulls.
When do we play and who do we play?
We do not know who we're playing yet. If I'm not mistaken, we're playing the Jazz, actually. Take that back. We'll be playing the Jazz in the first round.
Nice.
I think we can handle the Jazz.
Yeah, I think we can handle the Jazz too. Rudy Gobert is problematic for us, but
Boban's going to get some minutes.
Boban, my boy. Love that.
We are on a 4-game winning streak. The Warriors are on a 5-game winning streak. The Suns lost their last game. The Grizzlies lost their last game. The Nuggets lost their last game. The Timberwolves lost their last game. Yes.
Amazing. He had, I don't know the stat line, but it's like 2,000 rebounds.
Oh, that stat line.
Yeah, it was like he did something that's like first player in NBA history. It's rebounds, assists, points.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. So he's the leader for MVP right now, obviously, but it's split. Tyler Hero is obviously going to get the 6th man award. He comes off the bench and scores 20 every game. Let me see if I can find that. He's the first NBA player with 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season.
Wow. That's crazy. How do you not get? Yeah, you got to get the MVP, right? At that point.
I don't know, because Joel Embiid is also very, very good this year.
Yeah,
That's who else they want to give it to.
He's been hurt, so
they're not going to give it to him.
No,
they're going to give it to. It'll go to Joel Embiid.
A lot of the people are calling their coach coach of the year, even though Kidd has done what he's done. You know, to have the Grizzlies and what did they finish second or first?
Yes, he should be coach of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
They're way ahead of schedule for that team.
Absolutely.
And they're fun to watch. Even when they're losing, they still keep it. They could be down by 10 points and they're still going to play awesome, or, give you some highlights.
Yeah.
They keep it 100.
Yes. They go 100 till they play.
Until they die.
Mm-hmm. Unlike the Lakers, whose season was a disaster.
Well, so we got basketball playoffs. We had some
how's
fights.
Luka feeling? I heard he had a calf strain or something. Is he gonna be all right?
No.
Yeah, we'll see. Also, USFL is about to start. That
Cool
is
rules. That's it.
Yeah, baby.
Cool rules.
I have some interesting stuff.
Really? What are the rules?
Chipping the ball to determine what the actual first down.
Oh, interesting. I love that.
They're chipping the ball. Really?
They need to be doing that.
Are they going to?
You can go
know
for
how in the NFL,
conversion.
whenever you get like a first down, and let's say it's in the middle of the hash.
That's what they're saying.
They just move it up to the next hash in order to speed up the game. Is that what they're going to do also in the USFL? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What was that one?
There's something else. Also,
so when in the NFL, whenever the ball, like let's say they make a first down and it's in the middle of the second and third hash, they move it up to just the third hash so that it's easier to measure. You're not having to like eyeball it. When it's in the middle of the grass and stuff, it makes it all weird. Like this is a definitive way to like speed up the game.
You could throw 2 forward passes behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
I don't like that.
You could do 4th and 12 from the 33-yard line.
What? What do you mean 4th and 12 from the 43-yard
This is
line?
Let's see, what is this? This is onside kick, or you could do 4th and 12 from the. Yeah, we're gonna give you a scrimmage play, 4th and 12 from the 33-yard line. If you get it, you get to keep it.
Oh, as opposed to doing an onside kick?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's as opposed to doing an onside kick. Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so rather than do the probability of getting
there's a lot of risk, but there's a lot of reward in that situation. So
so they're trying to eliminate the concussions.
So if you make it, you get to keep the ball wherever you got it, right? You got the first down, you get to keep it. If you don't get it, the other team gets the ball right there.
So instead of kicking off, you can just request a 4th and 12 at the 33-yard line.
No, but that's after you make a touchdown, though.
Huh? Yeah. So that's like instead of onsides kicking, you would do that instead.
Yeah. So it's a very low probability, right? But they're doing it to avoid all the concussions.
I would open up a roster spot so fast by not having a kicker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, especially because there's more options. There's more ways to score after a touchdown.
You still need a kicker to kick the field goal, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's options.
Yeah, but the field goal kicker is not the same as the kickoff kicker.
Yeah, potential to score 3 points after a football.
Most of the time.
Let's see. There's 3 options.
Have one kicker
scoring.
and one punter.
Yeah, but right now they're saying so you got 3 options after you score a touchdown. You can go for the extra point, like you're talking about, Troy. You can also 1 point. You go for 2 points. That's a scrimmage play at the 2-yard line, 2 points. Or you can go for 3 points scrimmage yard line play from the 10-yard line.
Which is actually easier than the 2-point conversion.
It is. Good point. Yeah, and that's the thing that's really cool about that. Like how all these little wrinkles in the rules and stuff are gonna totally change the analytics for this game. And that'll be fun.
And also a 3-point extra point makes 2-point possession null and void.
Yep, that's a good way to keep the game short, not having to go long too. So that'll be interesting. I'm excited about that. The first game is April 16th, so that'll be next weekend. So that's coming up. Something to look forward to there.
For it already.
What's that?
You can buy NFTs for it already.
One of the most famous teams, like so I don't know if this is something that started in like the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. This is the league that Donald Trump was a big part of. He had the New York Generals, I think. But Herschel Walker was a part of this organization before he got into the NFL. Jim Kelly was a part of this organization before he got in the NFL. And so I'm excited just to have a wrinkle and to see what's going on. You got the New Jersey Generals, the Birmingham Stallions, Houston Gamblers, Michigan Panthers, Philadelphia Stars, New Orleans Breakers, Tampa Bay Bandits, and the Pittsburgh Maulers. So that's going to be on FS1, USA, NBC, and Fox.
What's going on with the Rocks XFL?
They announced, they got sued. They announced a new logo, and it looked a lot like a logo of an organization that helps educate female athletes. And so they got sued for that. But they're just kind of, now that the USFL is coming out, they want to make sure that their name's out there. They are actually working with the NFL in like sort of like a developmental league situation. They're trying to kind of create a pipeline.
The XFL?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. I love that. I think all of this is important.
They're going to let women play?
No. Well, I mean, maybe. I know that there's a couple of kickers that are a former Olympic soccer player that wants to give it a go.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that it's just good for the sport because it gives opportunity to, like, you think about Hard Knocks and all the players that get cut from those teams.
Yeah.
It gives them a place to go where they're still competitive. They get their name out there and they get to play against guys who are quality, like athletes that just aren't maybe 100% there yet to get to the NFL. I think the developmental league has helped the NBA a great deal. And so hopefully we get that same impact in the NFL.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it opened up the gate, and also, people from other countries can come over and start.
Exactly. That's a big part of the NFL push right now too. And it's like, I'm glad that they are actually learning from the NBA and not doing their own thing. Cause that's something, again, that the NBA started a long time ago. And we're seeing the benefits from that still to this day.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, I just don't understand why they didn't just keep the XFL logo. Why they have to rebrand it? I mean, it's not like it was dying. I mean, the COVID is what knocked it out. Like it was. Yeah. I was looking forward to going to a game.
I think that it's just part of his of the Rock's branding. I think that he wants it to be in line with maybe a lot of his other stuff. Like it looks similar. They're fine line. He definitely has a look for his branding. When it comes to the energy drink, I think the Zoa is what it's called.
Yeah. We distribute it. Oh, by the way, I got you some samples. I got you.
Thank you. Samples. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I want some samples.
Yeah, I need
to. My thing with USFL, it looks like they actually just took the logos
from the old teams,
the original.
Yeah,
that is so out of date.
Like the stars.
Every logo is garbage. It looks it looks like pick art, man.
That's what's fun about it. It's like nostalgia.
No, it's not. It's dumb, dude. They should have cutting edge designs.
They want retro.
They went too retro. Like not in the cool way.
Right.
Hey, share that. Can you screen share that?
Yeah, hold on.
I got you. Go ahead. Yeah, I think that's there's like a pro soccer team or soccer league too in the US. I saw 30 for 30 on it. That was pretty cool as well. Just like
these team logos.
Yeah. I love me though. I'm a sucker for retro style like logos, man. I love that shit.
It's hand drawn.
Yeah, that one looks like they went into
what's
PowerPoint
the XFL?
Yeah, that's what you would say. The Philadelphia Stars though is my favorite. That's like so.
What's the XFL?
That looks
nostalgic.
Like the Philadelphia Stars look like the more you know. Like it looks like it's coming from that commercial.
Like The New Jersey Generals is garbage.
See, this is where I'm talking about. Like, look, like the classic ones are, you might look garbage, but look at that Pittsburgh Maulers one.
That's the only one that's even close to modern.
Exactly. That's why I think it looks the shittiest.
No, it's not. This Houston Gamblers is the shittiest.
Michigan Panthers
also terrible.
Too. I don't like their color palette. Like,
I don't like the square. Why does it have to be in a box?
Brown and light blue. What the hell?
Whatever's cheapest.
Yeah, like I designed way better logos in Madden than these. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is in Madden logos.
Mm-hmm.
These are like fucking. I don't even Techno Bowl.
Yeah, Techno
team
Bowl
logos, dude.
That's what I said.
That's what I love it though. Like 8 teams, it's fun, it's exciting. We'll see how it goes.
I don't want to buy anything, and
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Weird.
I'm definitely gonna watch it. Let's see.
Oh wow, that's it.
Tomorrow's league starts today. Ooh. Is this night version of Google?
No, that's what happens whenever you don't agree to the cookies.
Oh.
So they
why
got
don't you
right
agree?
Now.
Should we
I like
not
that
agree?
gray and black. I like, but see what I'm saying? Like there's at least they're making choices.
This
here.
is called modern. This is what it should be for all non-NFL.
Right.
League.
It needs to be
push the envelope.
Yes, that's what their whole thing is, because they're going back on the traditions of the XFL in the past, where a lot of the innovations,
the technology, innovation, all that stuff. That's what it should be.
Yeah, it should be. Agreed.
You don't want to go back to the freaking 80s.
No.
Everybody put a "Make America Great" hat on again.
Oh God.
Yeah, USFL. Boo.
All right, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna watch it. I'll let you know. But let's go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna talk TV with some TV sucks.